So we are back out here with the Q2, and I've got a couple of changes done to it which I'm not sure if they're going to work out well or not. I can already tell that the suspension is not better than it was before. If anything, it's probably worse. So the car is very bouncy, it feels very stiff. But we'll see how it goes once, you know, the suspension gets sort of like worn in a bit. I've gone from a 14 tooth, which is stock on the 14 tooth pinion, to a 15 tooth. The disappointing thing with this car is that you can't go any bigger than 16, and I didn't have a 16, otherwise I would have thrown that in there just to really push that power system to the limit. But it's a 32 pitch, and you know, uses a 3mm shaft, yeah. So it's gone up one tooth in pinion, which is not going to be a huge improvement in speed, but it's going to be a little bit faster for sure. And I've done the shocks, and as you can see, it just feels a little stiff. It's not really planted, it's still bobbing around everywhere. And the reason for that is the shock oil was quite thin. So before it had a lot of rebound. Now I've gone stiffer on the oil, even though the springs, it matches the tolerance of the springs, but the car weight itself is not heavy enough to really compress those springs and use that suspension correctly. If these shocks were on a heavier car, it would perform much better. Now we are on 3S, and I'm going to see how this thing fares compared to the last time I brought it out here. But it's, yeah, I'm not, I think the stock suspension setup was probably a little better. I've probably gone too heavy on the shock oil. I've used 1300 CST, and believe me, it's not that much different from the original, because I tested them side by side. This is only just a little bit thicker. I think overall the pistons and the springs on these shocks probably need to be redone. And then you might have something that handles a little bit better and doesn't bob around so much as it does at the moment. And you can even feel in the turns it's lifting up and stuff, not sinking into the suspension. So those springs are too stiff, the oil's too thick now, and it's probably going to be really good for jumping, but for driving around like this, probably not the best. Alrighty, let's see how it performs now in these jumps. Oof. I'm already struggling to keep it straight. Launched off that jump really nice, very neutral, no kick up off the rear. Let's see how it goes again. Was trying to give me a hard time. These tires are kind of good, but because of their round carcass, I think, especially on 3S, you don't get a lot of contact with the road or the surface that you're on, so you do struggle to grip a little bit. Hey, look at that, backflip. I don't think I managed to do a backflip last time. Oy. Alright, well, something's going right, but yeah, kind of hard to get that rear to squat now and really grip, and it just gets all over gets a bit all over the shop. Wow, I'm doing backflips everywhere, and I don't think I did that on the first run. Still having problems with my steering. I think those front links are still a bit too soft. I'll have to see what I can do to remedy that. Find some different links to put in there. Alright, let's see if we can do some bigger jumps. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Sneak in a couple of big jumps on this one. Line her up. Still has an enormous amount of rebound. Oh, look at that. Didn't have to go fetch it. In some aspects the suspension tune has worked really well, but as I'm driving it around there's just other bits that hasn't worked all that well. Man, this thing is awesome. It's such a tank. I think durability, this thing gets a 10 out of 10 for sure, but I think it just in the handling, it just needs a tweak in the handling, and most of it's down to the suspension tune. If Maverick can nail that and adjust that, I think that's it. You know, this thing's just, that's the ultimate. Nice. So this is the second time out on 3S. Big sends. Alright, we'll do one more here and we'll go onto the Superman jump. See what we can do. Oh, butter, that was so sweet. Alrighty, let's go big. Alrighty. We've got a little bit of headwind again today. It's a bit unfortunate we don't have some tailwind to really push this thing. I'm still amazed at what this thing can take. Oh. Let's go, come on. I'm hearing some crunching. I have a feeling that my diffs are finally starting to go. I might be skipping a gear or something like that. We'll see. Oops. Blind front flip landing, and this is all good. I know that, actually one thing I do want to say is I want to say a big thank you to Tom Lee RC as well for giving me a mention on his unboxing and run video of this truck. Oh damn, I gotta go get it. It was really nice of him to reach out. He found out that I had one prior to release, and it's a little muddy here, a bit soggy. And he reached out and we had a bit of a chat, and yeah, it was very nice of him to mention me in his video, and I do appreciate all the new subscribers that have jumped on to Aussie RC Playground from Tom Lee RC's video. Him and I go back quite a long ways, way before his channel was as big as it is now, and yeah, it's nice to see him looking back and you know, keeping me in his radar a little bit and just having a chat once in a while. So yeah, I do appreciate that. And I know that in his video I think he had some diff issues or something, but he was bashing at a skate park and he was doing some incredible jumps with that truck, and you came away with, I think, pretty minimal damage, all things considered. So I wouldn't be surprised if after the abuse that I've put mine through, that you know, I start having some diff issues as well. I know he broke his body, but he was running this thing in like, oh, that was too heavy on the brakes. Oh yeah, I can hear crunching. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. So I'm starting to feel that maybe my diffs might be on the way out as well. I know he broke his body, but yeah, he was running in very cold temps, and obviously here it's nice and sunny. It's mid 20 degrees at the moment, so mid 20s. It's nice and warm, sun's out. I don't know, maybe it's just rocks and stuff rattling around in there, but I'm definitely hearing some, what sounds like a wrench in a bucket of bolts. Let's have a look. See how we're doing. How you doing, little buddy? How you doing? Huh? You okay? Get rid of some rocks and stuff in there. Let's have a feel of these diffs. Rear seems to be alright. Let's see, it's the front. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely, yeah, I've got something going on in the front. I got some crunchy munchy metal gearing going on in the front. This is around about the time that any normal person would stop running their car and go home, diagnose, pull it apart, order bits, clean it up. But yeah, not me. It's alright, we'll keep running until it doesn't run. Ooh, I'm hearing it, it sounds so bad. Alright, here we go. Don't make me go down there. God damn it. All right. Still going. It's still going. It's got some internal bleeding, but it's still going. Oh. I don't know what happened. No, I think it's upside down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's upside down. All right, let's see if we can do a couple more, and then we'll pack it up, and I'll have to go home and pull it apart and work out what parts I need. Stay upright. Oh, thank you. And I'll have to play around with the shocks a little bit more, I think. See what else I can do. Yeah, it's definitely losing power through the diffs now. Kind of feels that way. Oof. Oof, what is happening? Why is it kicking up as it's going straight? Something ain't right. Or is that just the grass? See, every now and again, it's got that power to do wheelies, and then, I don't know where it won't. Oh God! What was that? Oh my God, it just sounds so bad. I'm really sorry, but testament to Maverick and HPI to what they've done here. I mean, full credit. This is unbelievable. Isn't it amazing? Like, I don't think I was able to do backflips with the 3S run. It was mostly front flips because of the suspension and the kick up I was getting. But is it possible that the suspension and the gearing has allowed me to do this a lot easier? Look at that. So much easier than before. All right, here we go. I just love doing that. When you can feel that the nose is not going to come up, just tap the brake and it will front flip so nicely. Ah, all right. I think we've seen enough. and the battery I'm sure is about to die as well, so let's wrap this one up whilst I flip this guy over, and we'll just run it down here a little bit and wrap up the video. And yeah, the Maverick Q2, the 3S running video was definitely not a fluke. I didn't just get lucky all the time with my jumps, and not that anybody suspected that, but you know, it's clear that if you do abuse these things, stuff will eventually fail, such as what I'm hearing now with my dips. Oh yeah, here we go, batteries, cactus. Oh, lucky I stopped, because it could have died on me mid-jump and it would have ended badly. But yeah, so the Q2 so far, well, I've got no power at all, no throttle at all. The Q2 is proving to be one hell of a truck. I'm really impressed with it so far. Durability wise, you can't fault it. It's been super durable. It's taken every bit of abuse that I've thrown at it, and I've seen other creators do the same thing, such as Tom Lee as well. But it seems when you do abuse them hard enough and long enough, the diffs do fail on you a little bit. Now that can be prevented perhaps with some shimming, and I know that some guys out there might do some other tricks to try and prevent this from happening, but at the end of the day, you got to look at the truck from the price point of view, and you know, it is what it is. It's a really good truck. It's a very durable truck. I'm super impressed. I think the only thing they need to focus on or update is maybe just the suspension a little bit, just the tuning. It could be as simple as changing out the springs, maybe the pistons, shock oil. You know, they don't necessarily need different shocks, they just need to tune the current shocks that they have, and I think they'll have an absolute winner with this truck. But anyway, enough of me ruffling on about this thing. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to get it out here again. So I'm going to leave this video here, guys. Thank you all very much for watching and sticking around this long, and I'll speak to you all next time.